You've probably heard of the classic Nigerian prince scam, where a person in a far-off country promises great wealth in return for your financial information. But now a new generation of scammers is emerging, promising not wealth, but love through fake social media or dating app profiles. For his new book, The Yahoo Boys, Carlos Barragan spent years getting to know a group of these internet scammers in the outskirts of Lagos, Nigeria. He joins me now. Carlos, it's a great book. Tell me what got you interested in it. There's a personal story here.
Thank you so much. My mom is a single mom, and in 2015,
living
in Madrid. We are from Spain, and we have three brothers, and I'm the youngest. So I encouraged my mom, why don't you join Tinder? You know, it was a different time, 2015, and she met this wonderful, beautiful American soldier. It all sounded very weird because he said he was in Syria and he was in the military, but my mom fell for it, and they started talking by email. And at some point, the guy told my mom he was going to ship some gold bars to our house. By then, my mom was already into it. My mom didn't care about the gold bars, but she had fallen in love for him. And Brian had told her, we're gonna live together in Madrid. We are starting a new life. So that was when I thought I have to prove this is a scam. And I traced the IP email address before my mom sent any money. And I proved that he wasn't in Syria, he was in Lagos. And fast forward to the pandemic. Obviously, this was pretty devastating for my mom. And in the pandemic, the lockdowns were very strict. I saw my mom struggling with loneliness. I was very curious about these kind of scams in Nigeria. And I couldn't find more information about the so-called Yahoo boys, romance scammers. So I decided, what the hell? I'm going to Nigeria to try to find my mother's scammer. Not out of vengeance, but out of curiosity as a reporter. And I didn't find him. But I decided to write a book following the lives of 4 romance scammers in a poor community in Lagos. Because once I was there, I saw that the socioeconomic conditions and their lives were way more complex than the stereotype it has been created about the so-called Nigerian prince.
So, to me, the most interesting thing about the book is the way that they have figured out that the key here is that there are a lot of single, lonely people in the West, and that you prey on people's loneliness, right?
So you said before, exactly, they moved from targeting greed in the 90s and 2000s, and now they are targeting loneliness. It's important to note, though, there are scammers in other parts of the world, especially in Southeast Asia, where there are compounds and mafias have slaves that are working for them. But in Nigeria, what is different is that these boys, because they are in their teens and early 20s, they work for themselves. So they have to learn about the loneliness epidemic in the West. And you know, if you're a small boy from a slum in Lagos, you don't know much about the atomization of the Western world. But they have scripts, they have this, they call it formats. And these are written guides on how to scam men and women. And they're very detailed. They know that we are going through a lot in terms of loneliness. And in one of the characters of the book, I follow a 14-year-old boy from a village. He's talking to this truck driver in California, and he gets $5 out of it because the guy is also so lonely. And it's important, that story, because if a boy age 14 can scam a war veteran or a truck driver, that tells you a lot about the loneliness epidemic that we are going through.
So what is the lesson for you, for us in the West?
It's a good question. It was striking to see these small boys carrying gold rings in their hands, in their fingers, and iPhone 17s, and maybe their parents, they struggle to eat. You know, life in Lagos, especially after the pandemic, because of inflation, is really hard. I've seen families who have to split an egg in 4 ways. And the fact that we are falling for it and the numbers keep rising because of the loneliness we're going through, it made me see the gold cages of isolation tech companies have built in our countries. And it made me realize how important it is to remain connected to the people around you. So now with my mom, I'm always like, anytime you see something weird online, just tell me.
Well, it's a great read. Thank you. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for it.